Sophie Cunningham reacts to passing Caitlin Clark in Google search rankings. Sophie Cunningham spoke about overtaking her Indiana Fever teammate Caitlin Clark in an interesting internet metric. Google released its annual year-end search earlier this week, which showed the 10 most searched athletes in the U.S. Indiana Fever wing. Sophie Cunningham came in at number 7 on the list, and was the only women's athlete in the top 10. This came as a surprise to many. While Cunningham's popularity has skyrocketed this season due to her on- and off-court antics as part of the Fever's roster, a huge part of this popularity increase is owed to her proximity to and relationship with Caitlin Clark, who is undoubtedly the biggest star in women's basketball. Therefore, many were surprised that it was Cunningham instead of Clark on this list. Of course, it's worth noting that being searched a lot on Google isn't an indication of market value or basketball impact. Instead, it's about visibility and cultural buzz, which Cunningham had in spades this year. It's worth noting that Clark was the number 7 ranked athlete on Google's list for 2024. Sophie Cunningham addresses taking Caitlin Clark's most searched women's athlete spot. Cunningham was asked about being on Google's most searched athlete list during her December 9th episode of her Show Me Something podcast and said, I don't really know how to feel about that. It's kind of cool, I guess. You're the only female up there. That's fun. Being the only woman on the list was pretty cool. I don't have any I think it's kind of cool, but there's no real feeling towards it. People want to know more about me. When Cunningham's co-host, West Wilson, noted that many of the athletes included on the list haven't done S******, Cunningham responded by saying, I'm kind of one of them. When Wilson then clarified by saying that only a few players included on the list are on their second professional sports contract, Cunningham said, Does that mean I'm a late bloomer though? If I'm on my second contract, it takes a lot more for people to know who I was. And what's actually crazy, is that you're on this and not CC even touching it, Wilson then added. I mean, yeah. But I'm sure maybe last year Clark was number 1, right? This is just this year. So she blew up in college, you know what I mean? Cunningham said. It appears that Cunningham isn't overly impressed by the whole thing. It will be interesting to see what the Google list looks like in 2026.